In the intricate dance of the constitutional dynamics in India, the Minerva Mills case emerges as a pivotal episode, challenging the delicate equilibrium among the three pillars of the democracy. This case unfolded against the backdrop of the power struggles and amendments seeking to redefine the contours of the governance. This genesis of the conflict began in the early 1970s. Minerva Mills, a textile mill near Bengaluru, found itself entangled in the web of the governmental intervention. The central government, responding to a substantial fall in the production, appointed a committee in 1917 under Section 15 of the Industries Development Act 1951. The committee's report led to the authorization of the National Textile Corporation Ltd to take over Minerva Mills management. Now, talking about the 39th as well as 42nd amendment related to this particular case, firstly we talk about 39th amendment. In this particular amendment, the nationalization of the Minerva Mills was included in the 9th schedule, placing it beyond the purview of the judicial review. Secondly, talking about the 42nd amendment, it amended the Article 31C, shielding laws giving effect to the directive principles from the challenges based on the violation of the fundamental rights. It also inserted clauses 4 and 5 asserting that the constitutional amendments under this particular Article 368 were beyond the judicial review. Now, talking about the judicial scrutiny around this entire case, particularly about the Article 31C, it was a challenge to the fundamental rights. The crucial of the matter lay in the interpretation of this particular amended article of 31C, which read, "No law giving effect to the policy of the state towards securing all or any principle laid down in the Part 4 shall be deemed to be void on the ground that it is inconsistent or abrogates the right which is conferred under Article 14 or Article 19 of our Constitution." The central question before the Supreme Court was whether this amendment hampered the basic structure doctrine and whether the directive principle now had the privacy or primacy over the fundamental rights. The arguments and the counter-arguments between this legal duel of the Minerva Mills case were of that the petitioner's stand, who was Nani Palkiwala's crusaders, said that them representing the petitioners argued that this particular amending power of the parliament were limited under the Article 368. Section 55 of the 42nd Amendment Act 1976 prohibited this judicial review, upset the delicate balance between the judiciary as well as the parliament, granting immunity to the directive principle, threatened to collaborate with the Article 19 and Article 14 of the Indian Constitution. Now, since we are done with the petitioner side of arguments, now moving forward to the respondent side of defense. The state, which is represented by the Attorney General N. Sinha and Additional Solicitor General K.K. Venugopal, contended that the Article 31C strengthened the basic structure from the fundamental rights, wouldn't violate the basic structure, achieving the directive principles required supreme parliamentary powers. Now, the judgment was a very delicate verdict. After almost 7 years of legal deliberation, the Supreme Court delivered the judgment on July 31st, 1980. The majority opinion was of 4:1, which struck down the Section 4 and 55 of the 42nd Amendment Act, declaring them as unconstitutional. It also held that Article 368 amendments must not violate the basic structure. It emphasized the need to preserve the most elementary freedom under Article 19 and Article 14. The dissenting opinions, Justice Bhagawati stated that the constitutionality of Article 31C, asserting its strength in the Constitution, the non-compliance with the directive principle would be unconstitutional. The impact of this perceiving the constitutional essence in this entire Minerva Mills case stands as a testament to the judiciary commitment to preserving this particular delicate balance which is always there between fundamental right as well as the directive principles. This judgment reinforced the idea of the amendments, while evolving, must not be compromised. The basic or the core principles embedded in this particular constitution. To conclude, we can just say that striking and chords of the constitutional harmony in the grand symphony of the constitutional governance, the Minerva Mill case echoes as a pivotal moment ensuring that the melody of democracy remains harmonious. This judgment serves as a beacon guiding to the nation towards a delicate balance where the rights of the individuals and the goals of the state coexist. I hope you all have understood this particular landmark judgment. If any queries or any doubts arises based on this particular section, you might always comment down in the comment section. For further such legal updates, please do subscribe to India Legal Media. Also, there is a separate playlist that consists of all the landmark judgments which you can refer to anytime.